The convoy inches its way through teeming streets and bazaars. The black turbans that epitomise years of oppressive rule in Afghanistan now rule here once again. But this is Pakistan. And these pictures will send a shudder of concern through the Hindu Kush mountains to London and to Washington. The Taliban are back. We're the only foreigners to enter the Swat Valley in northeast Pakistan since the Taliban all but took over control days ago. We're dressed in local clothes to keep as low a profile as possible.
This is the school. This is the destroyed, yeah.
This is the main police station of Mingora.
The region's capital, Mingora, our destination. It's been hammered through months of suicide bombings and Taliban assaults. Schools destroyed, police stations and military bases lie in ruins. Demoralised security forces shelter in the rubble. As foreigners, we're banned from this area on pain of death. But the top commander relaxed the rules and allowed us into the very heart of their main compound. The government offered the Taliban a ceasefire and will allow the imposition of strict Sharia law in Swat. The Taliban says this is a victory. At their headquarters, the leadership is in jubilant mood. And in part, that is why they allowed us inside.
This is basically the headquarters of the Taliban. It's where the elders come for meetings with their supreme commander for the region. And they have advice and they have meetings about policy. Now, they're about to go out on some business, but it is really quite chaotic here, not least because they're so unused to cameras, so unused to foreigners being here, they're not quite sure how to deal with it. In fact, I believe they're talking about who can and who cannot be filmed.
But this is the frightening face of the Taliban in Swat. Hooded enforcers of the extreme religious laws that offer little compassion. They patrol the streets and mete out basic justice. It's thug rule, the message clear. Obey or face the consequences. And this is it, the lash. Two drug dealers and two addicts publicly flogged for their behaviour, and this hurts. The rub of the back to ease the pain perhaps, but it's also a symbolic gesture of closure. The punishment is paid. One of the men collapses as he seeks shelter in a room. He's calling out for water, but he doesn't get any. And with another victim, he passes out. What will frighten Western governments is that the Taliban takeover and the imposition of Sharia law in Swat is welcomed here. The promise of the return of law and order, even the Taliban's version of it, is better than what they had before.
The people are very happy about the peace accord. They welcome the Taliban and they are seeing their success behind that Sharia courts. As up till this time, there was no justice in this area. So we are hoping for that. If the courts are made here, the Sharia courts, we will get justice from the Taliban and from the Tajik.
Western pressure on Pakistan to halt the country's radicalisation is growing. But the reality is that the Taliban have won in Swat. And rather than shrinking, their military, religious and legal powers are spreading. They predict a countrywide revolution. Swat, they say, just the first region to fall. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Swat, Pakistan.